President Dr. Arif Alvi on Monday addressed a joint sitting of Parliament marking the start of the 4th parliamentary year of the National Assembly. Alvi started his speech by congratulating the members of Parliament on the start of the new parliamentary year and uttered the wish that democratic standards and tradition of tolerance thrived in Pakistan. While talking about the economic task last year, the president noted that world economics contracted due to the negative significance of the COVID-19 pandemic, but due to the government's practical policies, Pakistan's economic performance was better compared to the other countries. The president stated, "Despite you making noise, you will have to accept the reality. People paying tax in such large numbers shows complete trust in government policies," Alvi said. Not only has there been speed in financial activities, but also opportunities for livelihood have been created, he added. He recognized the 2.77 PC development in the agriculture sector and admired a government inventiveness to deliver skills training to youth, under which he said 1.7 million youngsters had been delivered prospects. The president also emphasized the need to pay attention to population control and demanded the government to upsurge backing in this regard. "We need to make the family size small in accordance with Quranic verses. We need to make this popular," he said. He also highlighted that special attention to the rights of women and special needs persons and new laws had been given. Foreign Minister Makhdoom Shah Mahmood Qureshi Monday cautioned the international community against a sluggish response over Afghanistan as it could cause grave humanitarian consequences. "The challenges are daunting. The situation is becoming dire for around 18 million people of Afghanistan directly in need of humanitarian assistance," the foreign minister said in a statement delivered in a high-level ministerial meeting held in a hybrid format in Geneva on the humanitarian situation in Afghanistan. The foreign minister said solidarity must be shown with the Afghan people at this pivotal juncture, both in terms of financial and political support, adding it was a time to renew development partnerships, support nation building and meet the humanitarian needs of the Afghan population. Today's Afghanistan represents an important opportunity as it begins its journey towards sustainable peace and development. The recurring cycles of conflict and instability during the last 4 decades can finally be stopped, he pointed. And peace cannot consolidate unless Afghanistan is provided the necessary economic and fiscal space. Past mistakes must not be repeated. The Afghan people must not be abandoned. It is essential to take a long-term view and adapt a pragmatic approach, he stressed. "We are already airlifting humanitarian assistance comprising food and medicines to Afghanistan, which will be followed by supplies through land routes as well. Pakistan continues to host more than 3 million Afghan refugees for over 4 decades. Over the years, we have also embarked over $1 billion for a range of development projects in Afghanistan," he added. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Health Dr. Faisal Sultan has on Monday said that the coronavirus is still active in Pakistan. Speaking at a ceremony, Dr. Faisal Sultan has warned the masses that now is not the time to take off masks. He added that the outbreak of the virus can be reduced if people vaccinate and maintain social distancing. Further updating about COVID-19 vaccination, Dr. Sultan informed that almost 20 million people have been immunized against the infection in Pakistan. He, however, warned that only abiding by SOPs will keep the 4th COVID-19 wave under control. The Special Assistant to Prime Minister further talked about vaccinations and stated that vaccines only prevent side effects of the disease, adding that people should continue to wear masks. Pakistan reported a coronavirus positivity rate of 5.62% on Monday. Since August 24, Pakistan's positivity rate has been under 7% 19 out of 21 days. The Inter-Provincial Education Ministers Conference announced to pass the failed 10th and 12th classes students with 33% marks. The Federal Minister of Education said in a statement on the social networking site Twitter, "In the IPMC, it was also decided that to calculate numbers in compulsory subjects, the average of selective subjects will be taken. However, to facilitate students, all those who fail in any subject will be given 33% marks for the purpose of computing averages." He said that it was decided at the Inter-Provincial Education Minister Conference that board exams will be held in May, June and the next academic year will start from August 22. O and A levels exam as per schedule. Universities will make their own timetable for exams. He said that the Education Minister had decided to ensure that the syllabus of all classes would be completed by April and May so that examinations could be conducted from the complete syllabus instead of the selected syllabus. He said that the education ministers were of the view that after widespread vaccination in the education sector, educational institutions should be reported soon to minimize the educational loss of children. Shafqat Mahmood said that a recommendation to this effect will be made to NCOC. As soon as the education body announced the revised policy, #Stop Playing with Students' Future starting trending on Twitter and students are presenting their grievances on social media platform. A local court has excluded the police appeal to encompass the physical custody of 6 detained suspects in the Minar-e-Pakistan harassment case. At the hearing, the police presented the subject, namely Shahriyar, Mehran, Arsalan, Sajid, Abid and Iftikhar at the conclusion of their remand. The police implored before the court to send the suspect into police custody for further questioning, whereas Judicial Magistrate Hassan Sarfaraz Chima disallowed the police request and sent the accused into judicial custody. Previously, the local court had ordered the release of 98 suspects taken into custody for shoving TikTok Aisha Akram inside the Greater Iqbal Park, Minar-e-Pakistan after the victim could not recognize them during the distinctiveness procession. The victim recognized only 6 suspects who later were detained out of the 104 suspects during the documentation process, said to the police. The Juzak airport in the Chagai district of Balochistan on Monday had been made operational for flights to and from Karachi for the Chinese engineers function on project in the region. A ceremony was held by Pakistan International Airlines Airlines on the border area airport site last night to install the strip of Chinese staffers. Whereas the first flight of the national flag carrier has landed at the Kabul International Airport after the new government in Afghanistan. According to the details, the flight PK6249 landed at Kabul Airport at 9:45 am local time. Exceptional preparations were put in place by the Afghan civil aviation officials and local PIA staff. The flight has been sent to Kabul as a benevolence sign between the two neighboring countries and to boost the operation on humanitarian grounds, stated Chief Executive Officer PIA Air Marshal Arshad Malik. Malik uttered anticipation for the complete revival of the flight operations between Pakistan to Afghanistan sooner. Many people adopt professions based on their circumstances. The same can be said about women who joined prostitution in Punjab. It seems that the business is thriving due to police's involvement. For Raisa, it was never fun or pleasure that made her take up a profession, but it was her situation. The 23-year-old who stands on Lahore's bustling jail road took up the profession as she was uneducated and had no other means to look after her ailing mother and 3 younger brothers. Raisa said that she charges 500 to 2000 rupees from her clients. Whatever I earn daily, I have to give 60% of it to my dealer Auntie Candy, she said sorrowfully. Her colleague Bushra said her involvement in the business began when her husband, who is a drug dealer, sold her to the prostitution racket. She shared that she was forced to get involved as her husband owed the racket of 100,000 rupees. When asked about the police, she said that her dealer pays monthly to the local police officials and they never stop them from operating on jail road. In fact, they also take bribes or money from the people who visit us or who are our clients, said Bushra. Federal Finance Minister Shaukat Tareen has claimed that the price of flour across country will depreciate in a few days, adding that the economy is stabilizing and the pace of inflation has slowed down. During a press conference in Islamabad, Federal Minister for Finance Shaukat Tareen said the government's main focus is to increase the income of the people. The Finance Minister said that the release price of wheat has been reduced to 1950 rupees per quintal, which will reduce the price of flour. From this month, a cash subsidy will be given for flour, sugar and pulses. He said that the increase in the prices of daily necessities was due to the outbreak of coronavirus. The transmission system was affected due to the pandemic. The prices of commodities have gone up all around the world in the last few years. The Finance Minister said that in past no attention was paid to the agriculture sector, which also affected the farmers who are also exporting onions, potatoes and tomatoes themselves. We are tied to international prices. We have to look at how much profit retailers have from the vegetables they grow, and of course the profits are huge, he added. The Finance Minister said that the farmer does not get as much profit as the retailers earns, adding that scientific processes are being re-engineered to make the process transparent. Shaukat Tareen said that the price of crude oil has increased by 58% globally. The price of crude oil in Pakistan has increased by 9%. The Lahore Chamber of Commerce and Industry has urged the Federal Finance Minister and Federal Board of Revenue Chairman to extend the date for filing income tax returns till December 31, 2021, a statement said. LCCI President Mia Tariq Misbah, Senior Vice President Mohammad Nasir Hamid Khan and Vice President Tahir Manzoor Chaudhary said that it was difficult for the business community to file returns till September 30 due to the pandemic and the elections of the trade bodies. They said extension in the date for filing income tax return was in the interest of the government. The extension in the date for filing income tax return will give a message that the government honors the business community, the LCCI office bearer said. The Met Gala has returned, and so have the memes. Following a year off due to COVID, fashion's biggest event did not disappoint in its triumphant return, with celebrities rocking a red carpet in bizarre and wonderful outfits. This year's theme was In America, a lexicon of fashion, and while some outfits were praised for their old Hollywood glamour, others were simply perplexing. Kim Kardashian, the meme queen, knew exactly what she was doing when she showed up in a full-body, faceless black outfit. Being likened to a Dementor in Harry Potter, alien and sleep paralysis demon, she won the meme war. Rapper Lil Nas X, who is known for his bold fashion choices, showed up in 3 different glittering gold outfits. The gleaming armor did, however, make me think of C-3PO. Or was he paying tribute to Goldar from Power Rangers? Singer Frank Ocean brought a green alien baby as his date, unless it was one of Shrek's kids or Twilight's Renesmee. Meanwhile, many were perplexed when German singer Kim Petras gave the red carpet a horse girl vibe. According to the royal expert suggestions, Americans are starting to lose interest in Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and this claim has been made by royal expert and commentator Kinsey Schofield. During the interview with International News, Kinsey touched upon the depleting level of trust Americans have in the couple and was quoting saying, "They're causing a lot of trouble, not only over there but over here too. It is still an issue of age and demographic. Younger people still clamor to them, and it's really still the older people who are focused on common sense, that they do understand tradition and are aware of the history, that is starting to think that perhaps the Duke and Duchesses don't have the best intentions when it comes to their relationship with the royal family," Schofield said. According to a new poll by YouGov, there is no less than 25% of the population that would be interested in ever reading Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's new book, and barely 67% of people even intend to buy the book. Newly elected Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board Ramiz Raja has promised to fulfill all his responsibilities in an efficient manner. Ramiz Raja has replaced Ehsan Mani as the new head of the governing body of cricket. In his first tweet after assuming a charge as Chairman of PCB, Ramiz Raja wrote, "To all, many thanks for your wishes. Means a lot. To keep communication channels open, I will have fan forum with Ramiz, a Q&A live session on Ramiz Speaks every week. I promise to be open and transparent during my stint as Chairman PCB, so let's get cracking. It should be noted that under the constitution of the Pakistan Cricket Board, the Prime Minister of the country is the patron-in-chief of the board. The country's Prime Minister can nominate 2 of his representatives to the Board of Governors, after which he formally elects a new chairman of the 10-member board. The Pakistan Cricket Board consists of 10 representatives, including representatives from 4 institutions and 4 regions, while 2 representatives are from the government nominated by Prime Minister. One of them is elected chairman. Ramiz Raja has been elected unopposed to the post on September 13. It is pertinent to mention here that in the 1990s, when Pakistan's cricket was badly hit by match-fixing scandal, Ramiz Raja was one of the few cricketers to face no such charges. He was known for his clear and transparent character and even raised his voice against match-fixing. The Pakistan Cricket Board may include Saqlain Mushtaq in the coaches panel for the upcoming ICC T20 World Cup along with 2 foreign coaches. Newly elected PCB chairman Ramiz Raja in the press conference yesterday announced that 2 foreign coaches will be hired for the national team for the upcoming T20 World Cup. He said the PCB will induct former Australian batsman Matthew Hayden and former South African all-rounder Werner Philander as coaches. The sources said that the PCB will be announcing the name of the local coach for the national squad. It is likely that Saqlain will be inducted for this position. Sources further added that the permanent coaches will be appointed after the T20 World Cup. The PCB may replace the current fielding coach Abdul Majid for the upcoming tournament. Rick Simon has already been appointed as the national squad strength and conditioning coach by the board. They further said that the PCB management was considering Atiq Zaman, the National High Performance Centre's wicket-keeping and fielding coach, for a job with the national squad. Actress Sohai Ali Abro, who just married cricketer Shahzad Muhammad, received acclaim from spectators while dancing on a Turkish street. Her dancing video clip has gone viral on social media. Sohai Ali Abro has released a video on Instagram in which she can be seen dancing on Turkish street. The video shows that many people on the street, including Sohai, are seen in the video clip listening to and loving the music of these performers. Sohai Ali Abro could not control herself and started dancing to traditional Turkish music. Sohai Ali Abro is a Pakistani actress, dancer and model who appears in Pakistani television series and films. Earlier, Pakistani actress Sohai Ali Abro, who rose to immense fame with her hit drama serial Surkh Chandni, has left fans awestruck with her glamorous bold photoshoot.
बोल ब्रीफ्स की वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए बोल ब्रीफ्स के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करना ना भूलें।